Hello everyone and welcome to another video here on Zombie Adventures. I'm Marky D, everybody's favourite hulking zombie, and with me as always is Lee.
Hello.
Hey. And today we have ventured outside of Iowa. We've gone south of the border down into Missouri to a small town called Marceline. Now Marceline has one major claim to fame, and that is from the age of 4 until 9 years old, it was the hometown of Walt Disney. He spent his formative years here in Marceline, and there's plenty of things dotted around the town in memory of him. The main street here was the inspiration for Main Street USA in all the Disney parks. And whilst they're not carbon copy, you can really get a feel of what he was trying to recreate. So we're going to have a look there, and there's plenty of other things dotted around the town of interest, so we're going to have a look at those. And we're going to start off here at the Disney Hometown Museum in the old railroad building here in Marceline. If you're coming to film please be aware they don't allow filming inside the museum, but they will allow you to take photographs. So we're going to show you a few photographs of the exhibits they've got inside, and then we'll take you for a look around the town. Come and join us. Well, back in the car now, and I've got to say that was fascinating. The entire museum is set in the old Santa Fe Railroad building in Marceline that used to be served by the passenger rail. And in fact, Walt's first view of Marceline would have been stepping off a train at this very station way back in 1906, before he and his family moved into the area in their farm just outside of town. It was a brilliant museum. There's loads of stuff in there from collectors, as you've seen in the video. Lots of wonderful artifacts and history about the family, about the school he went to, and the movie theatre that's in town, which later on would go on to hold premieres of some of Walt Disney's films. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a little drive around the town, see the inspiration for Main Street USA, and a couple of interesting buildings that link directly to Walt and Disneyland. So come along and join us. This is the Zerker building, we're not sure which. It's named after the guy that was the timekeeper for the Santa Fe Railroad. You saw the clock in the photos earlier from the museum, and the inspector that would check that that clock was running to Santa Fe time was a Mr. Albert Zerker, and that building is named after him. Now the connection with Disney is that that corner entrance there was the inspiration for Coke Corner in Disneyland, the sweet shop, and right next to the building, and it's been revealed again now, there's a mural, a Coca-Cola mural, which we're going to have a look at in a second, but apparently it was being covered up for years by another building that was in front of it. But a few years ago that building had burnt down, and they found the mural still intact, so they've renovated it and put it back as it was when Walt was here. So we'll just head across the street and have a look at that mural now. So here we are, the Coke mural, restored to the way it would have been back in the day when Walt lived here. As you can see at the top, there's another advert for Hutchison's, Furniture and Undertaking. Now there's a Walt Disney story behind that, because Roy, Walt's brother, got himself and Walt a job working the weekends at Hutchison's, cleaning the funeral hearses. But apparently, by all accounts, Roy did most of the work, and all Walt did was mess about climbing in and out of the coffins and pretending to be dead. Kids, eh? Well, end of the day, end of the vlog. Here we are. We're back in our hotel room now after a marvellous day visiting Marceline in Missouri. Had a wonderful time seeing the Walt Disney Hometown Museum. If you're ever in the area, it's definitely worth a look. We learned so much, not just about Walt and Roy and the family and the parks, but also about Marceline itself, the fact it's a railway town. It grew out of the Santa Fe Railroad coming through back in the day, and even the museum itself is based in the old Santa Fe Railway Depot building. And all around Ripley Park, just outside, there's still engines and stock from those days. Fascinating to see. Loved seeing Mini Autopia, the old ride that used to be at Disneyland. When it closed down there in 1966, Walt gifted it to the town of Marceline, and it ran for about 11 years before it shut down, and they are now renovating it, and hopefully one day that'll be up and running again, and kids today will be able to ride the original Mini Autopia. That'd be great. Loved going up and down Main Street, USA, and seeing all the buildings that inspired Walt. The old cinema theatre, the Coca-Cola Corner, as they call it, building, the Coke Wall, and even at the end of the day, we even got to visit the site of Walt's old family farm. Yeah, marvellous day. So if you're ever in the area, in northern Missouri, check out Marceline, definitely worth a look. This is Marky D for Zombie Adventures, once again hulking out. Thanks for joining us. If you've enjoyed this video, please, as they always say, subscribe to the channel, hit the like and the notification bell so you get notified next time I upload another video on another zombie adventure. Join us then. Bye for now.